Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I have another layout process video for you guys. This one is the first one officially with my How to Kill a Kit with Style May kit, and I hope you guys are excited. I know I said this was going to be a summer kit, and as of right now I have done a lot of layouts with my kit, and I will say they're not all summer photos. So while you guys did vote for summer, I did make a summery kit, lots of bright colors, but some of my projects will not be summer photos. These ones do happen to be. These are some leftover zoo photos I had printed. I just figured put them on one page and call it a day. The zoo photos will be over and that'll be it. And I'm actually starting with one of the hardest papers that I put in my May page kits, and it is this hexagon pattern here. And obviously since it is so busy, I definitely want to, cut it up, put it into chunks, make it smaller, so it's easier and more manageable for the eye to take in. So to get started, I trim off one piece here, and then I'm going to cut the edges. Then I also do this with the top piece. So you'll see me here just trimming along. I just did a straight edge. You could easily cut in a couple more or a couple less to create a more organic edge. But I think this works out well for the look of the page. I did trim down two of my photos to 3x4. One photo is me in a little penguin cutout, the other one is of some beautiful lemurs, and then just me sitting on a bench. So nothing too crazy, just part of our zoo trip that I wanted to document. Next, here's where the fun stuff starts. As you guys know, I included two brand new ephemera packs in this kit, so definitely using up some new things, and that means a lot of choices. So I'm pulling out the ones that I like up there in the top left, and you can't see it, but off camera I actually have my kit in my lap because it's in a nice organizer, so I can pull things out, put them back in. But since finishing this kit, since finishing this page, my kit's been pretty much living on my desk, just all spread out, very messy. But I've been going through the page kits pretty quickly, so get ready for more process videos throughout the month with so many great pages. I'm definitely looking for something to layer my photos on top of. I do pull out this paper. This is from the Pink Paisley Citrus Bliss, and I do pull out one of these scrap cork pieces I have here. I pick out the red one. There's some red bits in the hexagon paper. And then I also pull out a yellow polka dot one, a full one. And those are cork paper. This is some Studio Calico pieces. I have an orange one and then a baby pink one. Again, all colors in the hexagon pattern, just pulling those out. And then I also have this, which was part of the page kit. This is just a nice orange grid from We Are Memory Keepers. And this will go across the page here as a layer beneath my photos, just to give it, a little bit more contrast between the white. And I think this looks great. I do think I'd rather have the hexagons sort of overlap with it, but I do like the white space as well. I think it brings in, a little bit of breathing room that this layout might need. Here I am cutting the cork sheets. Now I forgot these were self-adhesive, and I definitely just put adhesive on the back of the, peel back paper, but it works out in the end. And then here I'm going to glue down the layers for my smaller photos. I start with a light pink, and again I just trim them down with my trimmer. Some people use scissors, some people use all sorts of stuff, and then I even use some more cork on this one. I just thought it'd be fun to use this scrap here and give my photo a little bit more dimension. Now while you can cut cork with a trimmer, mine was giving me some issues, so I decided to just hand cut it. And then I'm going to put another paper behind that, and this is just the Citrus Bliss Pink Paisley paper I mentioned. And if you guys haven't seen my May kit share yet, definitely go check it out. And if you're interested in how I made this kit, I shared that all over on my Patreon in 2 different videos on how I put the page kits together and then how I selected the accessories. Here I'm working on layering my other photo. I think it looks a little bit bland with just one layer. I do end up pulling out the Studio Calico scrap, this bright orange, and layering that. And you guys know I don't love open layers on the back there, so I do end up grabbing this and sort of finishing off that last layer. And then practically finishing off that Pink Paisley paper. So now that that's done, all of my photos are ready to be glued down, and we obviously need to start embellishing. I ended up speeding up the process of me gluing everything down because, one, it took so much time, and I don't want to waste your time, but they just glued down the exact same place you thought they did. And here I start bringing in the ephemera pieces. I have this beautiful orange sort of journaling spot, and that's from Vicky Bouton's set, and a little arrow to go along with that. Then I start creating cluster in the top right as well. And I feel like my diagonals tend to go along this line, the bottom left to top right. That's just what happens, guys. But sometimes I'm a top left to bottom right, so it really depends. But those are my go-to sort of designs for a page like this. So you'll see me using the sticker book a lot, like a lot, and I hope you guys are okay with that throughout the month. I know you guys have several sticker books in your stash, and if you have this one, here's some great inspiration on how to cluster the items together. So I do use this throughout the month, which of course it's like one of the main embellishment items I have in my kit here. But I think what really draws me to these sticker books is that they're like an all-in-one. They have an alphabet, they have the washi strips, they have the word stickers, which I adore word stickers, as you guys know. Right now I'm moving on to my title. That'll take a little bit, so I'll just keep going with my sticker book rant. But they're an all-in-one thing, and I really think that it's a really great way to get started into scrapbooking. So if you know someone who wants to get into scrapbooking, maybe buy them one paper pad and one sticker book that go together. And that's a great start. That's all they will need, as well as, pictures. But I think that they're a great starting point for newcomers. They're not too overwhelming in my opinion, and I really think that they're a great starter pack here. So I'm working on a title here. I end up using these peach stickers from American Crafts. They do kind of blend in on camera. I will say it's much easier to read in person, but it does match the hexagons in the background there. So my title ends up being Zoo Shenanigans, which I think is funny, but just a simple title for, some nonsense pictures that I had just extras of. Why not scrapbook them, especially with my fun kit here. So when it comes to clear stickers that are in my sticker book, one, I either put them like on a plain colored background that's already on my page, or if I have a busy background, I'll put them on some white cardstock and then cut them out. Now I tend to use the back of my scraps for this sort of item. I tend to think that, okay, these stickers are about this size, it's just an easy way to use a scrap up. So I tend to put them on my scraps and then trim them out with my scissors, nothing too crazy. And then I also did that with a little cactus here, which has nothing to do with the zoo. We don't have cactuses in my area, so it's just cute and matches the color scheme, which is fine. It's fine to have some random things on there. I think cactuses go with like the zoo, nature theme. It all goes together. Here I'm pulling in a little bit more of some of those washi tape pieces. This one happens to have some stars on it, and more of that lime green color that's in the background. And then I also have this little pink one. I only used half of it, I believe, and then put the other half back, but don't worry, I used the other half later in another episode. So I'm just sifting through some of my embellishments here. I love these puffy hearts, and I've definitely used a bunch of them, probably way too many, but I do love them a lot. And I really like how this layout turned out. I think it is quite busy compared to my normal stuff, especially with the title matching the background paper so closely. But it's definitely not my favorite layout, but I do love it. And with that, this layout is complete. Here are some close-up shots. I adore the title section, as well as my bottom left cluster. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already for more videos, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.